Welcome to the Windows Computer and Technology channel, and Microsoft has announced that Windows 10 version 22H2 is now available for broad deployment. What does that mean? That simply means that unless you have a blocker because of some incompatibility, everybody should see it as an optional update for Windows 10. So if you add on to your settings app and go into the update and security, it's probably going to be there lingering saying, well, there's a feature update available. 22H2 is now available. You can, of course, download it and install it if you want. Now, if you're on 21H1 still, check out if 22H2 is there by any chance. Some people have told me that they've just jumped from 21H2 to 22H2, which means it installed 21H2 at the same time because you have to go through a certain order of install, but it probably installs 21H2 and 22H2 afterwards, and when you restart, you're at 22H2. So that means that if you didn't see it yet in Windows 10, go and check it out. And of course, 22H2 is version 19.045. So this is what you should have. And basically, it is really a small package. If you're from 21H1 to 22H2, you will see some changes because 21H2 did add a few new features in Windows 10. But if you're from 21H2 and you move to 22H2, don't expect to see anything. And Microsoft is extremely weird in saying that it has a set of productivity improvements, which they don't mention and which nobody knows what they are. So basically, it's right now looks much more like it's just bumping the build number to 19045, and it is extending your Windows 10 end of life for 18 months. So if you are going to 22H2 right now, Windows 10 will have its end of life for 22H2 coming mid-2024. So you'll have a year and a half, basically, of having, enjoying a smooth ride if you don't want to install any other updates. And I think all the next updates will be like that. Really nothing new, just a bump of the build number and another 18 months until, of course, Windows 10 gets end of life in October of 2025. So this is going to be kind of interesting to see what will happen, especially with the high number of Windows 10 users right now and the fact that the decline is extremely slow. I think Microsoft is going to face a problem at some point. So we're going to have to see what they're going to do. Are they going to ignore the very high percentage of people on Windows 10 that cannot upgrade because their PC doesn't have minimum requirements? This is something that we're going to see as the years and the months go by. If you enjoy my videos, please subscribe, give us thumbs up. Thank you for watching.